So here's an interesting. I don't know. This shouldn't take too long, but I was buying a local feed. I actually started out because I couldn't find organic feed. I was feeding conventional feed, and which is just over the counter big box feed.
Mm-hmm.
My chickens would eat 150 to 165 pounds of that a day. So 3 bags plus a day.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was paying, 16.25 a bag. So let's call it, that's
Mm-hmm.
what, $49, 48.75 or something like that to feed my chickens for one day, $50. Um, Organic feed costs almost 50% more. So you buy a 50-pound bag for 16 and a quarter. An organic feed is $24 to $25 for the same 50-pound bag. So it's an extra $8. So it's about 50% more money. But
Mm-hmm.
eating organic feed, my chickens actually ate almost 60% less.
What?
I couldn't
Wow.
believe it.
Really?
I could not believe it. So I tested it recently. Because I couldn't I keep copious records of everything. Every egg that gets laid I have in a notebook. Every feed bag I have a notebook. But I just was really curious. I thought, was I seeing something weird or did so I went back to a conventional feed momentarily for 30 days or whatever it was. And I tested it. It was about 150 to 165. And this is when the birds are fully adult. Most of them are laying. There's no big major changes. And then I switched back to organic feed. Sure enough, 60% less feed. And the only thing I can think of is the nutritional content of that organic feed is that much higher. It's better. Maybe it's harder to digest, so it sticks around longer. I don't know, but
Hmm.
there has been no change in lay rate. There has been no change in chicken feather loss or whatever. I'm not raising meat birds, so I don't know their weights. I don't process them to know that. Um, but anyway, blew my mind. So
That
here I
is
was.
crazy. I've never heard that before.
Well, I this is another conversation I was having with myself, debating: do I really need to be organic feed? Nobody really cares about that, right? Nobody really cares, really. I'm talking myself out of organic feed because it's so much cheaper to buy conventional feed. Read the label of conventional feed, though. What are you getting? You're getting uh, byproducts and wheat chaff and whatever. It's not the whole grains. They do add supplements. It's not like
Right.
it's not hurting your chickens, but it's, I guess, McDonald's versus making your own hamburger at home with bread that you made yourself and all the things, right? You're getting one that's
Yeah.
a version of food and the other one is real food. And it's not going to kill you, but it's not going to help you as much as the real stuff is. And the consumption rate really blew my mind. And I thought, well, God, maybe they don't like it. Maybe they're not eating it. My lay rates haven't changed. The chickens aren't killing each other. There's no feathers flying around. You know what I mean? They're not acting like they're starving or it's just bizarre. It blew my mind. And I thought, well, maybe it was the
That's
pasture.
amazing.
Maybe they got on a really rich chunk of pasture. And I'm like, dude, your pasture sucks. There's nothing out there for them to eat except cheatgrass seeds and some mustard heads. So until I have a real lush pasture of green grass, I think that argument settled itself. So it really was. I think my opinion is that the organic feed that I was feeding them was that much more. It was better for them in the form of satiation. It satiated their hunger, and I don't know. Maybe it was because it's a mash compared to a pellet. It took them longer to eat the same amount till they got full. Right, a pellet they can eat one pellet and they can
Okay.
just keep pounding pellets until they're just gorged with food, and they eat almost
Right.
all
Yeah.
day. So if the pellet size gets smaller and smaller and smaller, they have to work harder to get full, but they still get full and they're getting better nutrition at the same time. I don't know. I'm sure someone's written a paper or a book or a YouTube video about this, and it was one guy's observation. So Take it for what
So
it's worth.
on your balance sheet, does that does that make it a wash going organic versus not organic, or are you actually in the green a little bit by going organic?
Yeah, when I did the math, it actually saved me a couple bucks a bag to go organic because the bag lasts longer. So instead of 3 bags a day, I'm using one and a half, one and a third. And so like
Okay,
that little tiny extra bit of feed over the course of a year makes a huge difference financially. When you add up that $1 or $2 times 365
definitely.
days, that's an extra $700. It's like, hell yeah, I'm doing that because God knows, I can use all the padding I can get on profit. So